Hi, collective. I'm so excited to give this message today. I don't know why I'm in such a holly jolly mood. I think I'm just tapping into you guys' energy. You could be feeling incredibly proud of yourself right now. I've been hearing that you have broken a pattern, or you're actively breaking a pattern at this time. And it's like you'll have a thought and you immediately clock the thought if it's not in alignment with who you want to be or the energy that you're trying to be in. If it's not for your highest good, you clock it. And that is the example that they're giving me, but it could also be in another form. This pattern could be showing up in your relationships. I'm picking up on boundaries. So if someone says something to you that's not in alignment with you, or you feel like it's disrespectful, or it's just not an energy that you want to be exchanging with someone, like you don't want to be in exchange with this person because of the way that they speak to you or the way they engage with you, you clock it. You're locking it, okay? You are existing as your higher self at this time, or you are directly connected to a future version of you who has already integrated this, who's already inhabiting this energy that you're moving through, that you're moving into. I'm hearing breaking the cycle. This is a generational pattern as well. You could actually still see people around you doing whatever this is, engaging in whatever pattern this is that you are actively breaking. And so for some of you guys, you could actually have to try harder not to participate. I'm also picking up on gossiping. And it could be one of these things, or it could be many, or I may not even talk about exactly what pattern you're moving through, but you're moving through something at this time, and it is shifting your energy dramatically. I'm hearing I'm a safe space. I'm a safe space. You are having to actively teach yourself or teach your body that you are safe when you're doing this. Because you're moving your frequency and your nervous system, your body, to a new baseline. For a lot of you guys, this is boundaries. You're setting stronger boundaries. I'm seeing a pencil like snap in half. You're telling me pencils are harder to break. Why a pencil though? Why a pencil? The energy's coming through a little like gibberish. Like they're like little different, like I can't explain it. It's weird when you're channeling. I asked the guides, I was like, did you break the pencil or did someone else break the pencil? And they were like, someone else broke the pencil. So there's like this confusing energy coming through. It's like, and I heard people don't want you to write your own story. People don't want you to rewrite the pattern. It's like, because as you're rewriting this pattern within you and you're showing up differently, that means other people will have to show up with you differently. Especially if it's boundaries. or if it's thought patterns. Because with boundaries, you know, if someone isn't used to you setting boundaries, then they might have a reaction. And a healthy person might have a reaction and then realize, oh, I'm overstepping, and shift their energy. But a person that benefited off of you not having any boundaries and still wants access to your energy in that way might get irritated and react and continue to react. And so I'm getting that some people might not want you to rewrite this pattern or rewrite your story. But you're doing it anyways. Yeah, I'm hearing some people don't want to leave you alone. Yeah, and then with your thought patterns, if you used to have negative thoughts or you used to think about yourself in a certain way, and you start to shift your thoughts, shift the narrative, then you're shifting your frequency and you're changing your perception of yourself. And so the relationship that you have with yourself is going to be changing. And so your relationships have to reflect that. And a lot of people aren't ready for you to break this pattern. I'm hearing there's a part of you that isn't ready to break the pattern either. You could be scared of what happens when you officially break this pattern or you officially step into your power. And I'm getting you're like teetering the edge, like you're already in your power. I'm getting like 85% of the time. Like you're someone who has become so sure of themselves. Like when you look at who you were 5 years ago, it isn't even remotely close to who you are now. Like you've had a dramatic transformation, and people can see this. And so if people have seen you change this much, they know that, oh, this person is only going to continue to grow and change. And that is scary to some people who have always had access to your energy or have always engaged with you in a certain way, especially if they're not willing to do the work and change themselves. And so you're making people question things at this time. You could be making people react at this time. But the relationship that you have with yourself is so solid. And you just can't go back. Like your energy is only going up from here. Like it's only getting, they're always showing me like tweaking, like a knob. Like you're perfecting your energy at this time. And there really is no perfection, but we're going to use that word because that's the best word I could use to describe what's happening. But yeah, you're tweaking your energy so much that you can't go back. You just can't. And you've already tasted your power. That's what it is. You've already tasted. You see how good it is to actually be in your power and do what you need to do for yourself and show up for yourself. And so you can't go back to the version of you that was accommodating or that had more people-pleasing tendencies. And that's not to say that you are perfect now and you have everything down pat now. You're still working on it, but you're not who you were. And you notice when you do it, like you're clocking it. Like if you're people-pleasing or you're doing something to appease other people or you're abandoning yourself in the moment, you notice it immediately. And that's what could make this so hard at this time, because you see when you're doing it and you could realize like, oh, like, yes, for example, I was at work today, earlier today, and my manager asked me to stay longer to help with the fresh truck that came in. And I was like, he asked me, he was like, is it okay if you, or can you stay a little bit longer? And I was like, yeah, I'd have to text my dad. Meanwhile, I was getting angry because I knew that we were going somewhere this afternoon and going to my grandmother's grave. And so I started to get angry and I was like, this is because you're abandoning yourself. You know that you need to go somewhere and you don't want to stay longer because then you have to rush to get ready. And You don't want to do all that. And so I had to compromise and like stay only half the time that I was thinking about staying, which made me calm down a little bit. And I was like, okay, so I won't have to rush as much and da da da. So I had to like compromise, and that's like me being in the middle, right? Because I know a future version of me would be like, actually, no, I'm not staying. I have something to do, you know. And that's what I wanted to say. But again, that's an example of kind of where this collective is at, or where we're at. We're like tweaking our energy and we're realizing that's where I'm self-abandoning, that's where I'm people pleasing, that's where I'm still having energy leaks. And you're like, I have to like get this, because you see it and it could be aggravating, because you know, like, if I just do this, then I'm like fully in my power. But you're getting there and you're like so proud of yourself. And if you're not, you should be. This is ancestral work, baby. Because I'm getting these patterns have been in your lineage forever. One of the stronger ones that's coming up is like people pleasing. Have been in your lineage forever, and you're the one that's actively breaking these patterns. I didn't realize how close I was to the screen. 11:11 on my timestamp. Your angels and your ancestors, your guides, are so proud of you at this time too. I feel it. You've never been this version of yourself before, and it's exciting to like feel your new skin. And the thing is, an older version of you might have spiraled or felt really guilty or shame when standing up for yourself. And now it's like you're no longer that version of yourself, but you're still filling out your new skin. And so you don't realize, like, hey, I can do this and not feel shame and guilt. You won't realize it until you actually do it, until you actually start saying no more. And you're like, oh, this is easy. Like, I don't spiral like I used to. And it's because you're still getting used to your skin. You're still learning how to operate as this more powerful and embodied version of you. My throat's getting dry. Need some water. My sister and my mom always get mad at me and say that when I when I drink, I gulp like really loud. I'm like, I can't help it. I have a little throat. Like, if I don't gulp, then I'll have to be taking like these little bitty ass sips, and I want a full gulp. Okay. Someone could also be trying new foods at this time. That just came through. I feel like that's more metaphorical too. Like, you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. I hope the lighting on this video is a lot better. I don't have it as bright as I did, because I was having it like super bright, and I didn't like the way it was looking on YouTube. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go like lighter lighting today and see if it shows up better. So hopefully it shows up better. I'm also getting that you're seeing how self-abandoning, you're seeing how when you abandon yourself, it caused other people to abandon you too. You're realizing what it truly means when people say you teach people how to treat you. And this goes beyond even boundaries, you know, because, hold on, I'm gonna lose the channel. Because even with your thought patterns, like, whatever this is, however you treat yourself, like even with your thoughts, that radiates a frequency. How you speak to yourself radiates a frequency. So if you're constantly telling yourself that you don't like yourself or you need to do better and self-criticizing, that frequency, you're giving off that frequency. But if you're constantly, you know, being self-compassionate and telling yourself you love yourself and telling yourself you're beautiful, then that frequency radiates as well. And so even if you're not in a relationship with people, people can feel that. It's kind of like how there was this TikTok video going around, or there was this conversation on TikTok going around where people were talking about how if you dress nicer when you go out, people treat you better than, you know, if you go out in a t-shirt and sweats. People treat you differently. And it's like a psychological thing. It's like, especially when you become so self-aware, you can see other people's patterns. And I'm telepathic, so I pick up on other people's thoughts, like what they think about themselves. And so oftentimes I'll think, like, for instance, I'll have a customer and I'll think, oh, they're annoying me. And I'm like, are they actually annoying me, or am I reading their thoughts and realizing that they think they're annoying? And a lot of the times I'm so intuitive and telepathic that I'm actually reading other people's thoughts. It's insane. It's actually insane. That could resonate with you as well. I'm hearing that song, "A Tornado Flew Around My Room." Isn't that a Frank Ocean song? That song can be significant. Song of the day. I'm also seeing Drake and SZA. Ooh. Okay, another message is coming through. So, you could be outgrowing things that you used to enjoy. So, if there was a specific music artist that you loved because that artist resonated with a certain frequency resonated with your frequency, you could be outgrowing them at this time, and you could try to listen to their music and you can't do it anymore. And this could go for like shows and movies as well. Or anything for that matter. People you watched on YouTube, anything that you used to engage with all the time, you could be outgrowing it at this time. And that is a sign that this is for you as well. And that your frequency is shifting rapidly because you're breaking certain patterns and your frequency is raising. And so you're no longer at the frequency of whatever that was. They were giving me the example, like for me with SZA, I used to love her music so much, and I still think she's an amazing artist, amazing singer, songwriter. She's gorgeous. I think she's an amazing human being, but I don't really resonate with her music anymore. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go into it, but that's actually happened to me with a lot of music artists. I can't even listen to some of the same music I used to listen to like 5 years ago. Like, I can't even get through a whole song. But yeah. What's crazy is there are some artists that I got into a couple years ago that I feel like I'm outgrowing now as well. Which is, it's so weird how like you used to love something and then all of a sudden you just can't digest it anymore. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird, it makes sense. It's just it's a gnarly feeling. Excuse me. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, before we go? I'm hearing there's a new agenda. There's a new agenda. They're saying some of the things that used to matter to you don't matter anymore. So as you're breaking, I love this message. It's coming through so clearly, and it's such a feel-good message, but we're elevating. Okay. We're elevating. When I do that, I think of that, what's it is, the frog with the nails where it's like, you know what I'm talking about? The long nails. It's like, Okay. But shit, what was I saying? Shit, no, collective. What was the channel? Help. I'm telepathically sending out signals to you guys. Help, help. Oh, so I said there's a new agenda, and what was working for you isn't working anymore. Shit, I lost the channel. Oh, see if it'll come back. My ADHD is such an ass. Okay, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm hearing the things that you used to tell yourself just isn't working anymore. Like, you've moved beyond certain patterns. For instance, when I was posting consistently on social media like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, just regular videos, not channels or psychic readings, just like my spiritual knowledge, I used to tell myself I was cringe, or that, like, be really self-critical. And it's like those patterns no longer work on me anymore because my frequency has outgrown that mindset. So I'm now at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm cringy, but everyone's a little cringe. It's like I rewrote the narrative. And so that's what Spirit was saying when they were like, there's a new agenda. Like, you don't care about the same things you used to care about because you're realizing what is most important, which is, for instance, what's more important, you showing up for yourself or you not being cringe? And it's like, me showing up for myself even if I am cringe, because showing up for myself is an achievement within itself, but not being cringe just means I'm diluting myself and hiding parts of myself to avoid rejection. And it's like, I like myself now, and that's what's most important. So you don't really care if other people are, I mean, we're human, we're going to care if people are, you know, rejecting us, but it doesn't hit you the same way because it's not as important to you. As long as you like yourself, then you don't care. Or you're like teaching yourself not to care. It's like you have your priorities in order. There's a new agenda here. You're prioritizing yourself and your future and your dreams above everything else. So even if like posting scares you, for instance, you're like, I don't care. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is my purpose. So if I make mistakes along the way, okay, I'll learn and grow from them. Like, you're no longer trying to like perfect yourself or get everything right or prevent like harm. Like, you feel safe enough in your body to show up in this new way. You're breaking so many patterns. I'm so proud of you. You're amazing. You're a magician. You're a queen. You're a king. I'm crazy. Okay. Can you guys tell I have a few bricks missing? It's okay though. If you're here, that means you have a few bricks missing too because you're still watching me. I can't stop thinking about that frog now. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me too, because I did not put in the mic. I think you guys can hear me better like this anyways, and if you can't, just turn up the volume. I need a camera. Maybe I should start a GoFundMe for a camera. Okay, anything else? I'm just chatting away. I'm taking away from you guys' message. I'm seeing a sunset. Someone could have watched the sunset recently. Oh my god, our sunset was red today. The sun was like red, a red color. I was like, how the hell is that even possible? Anyways, this upcoming, I think it's a new moon, could be very significant for you as well. I actually think the 17th is the new moon, or is it the 8th? Yeah, the 17th, and that's also the day of like the actual new year, like when the year of the fire horse starts. Oh, you're about to, things are about to pick up. Okay. I just heard "see you on the other side," which is a phrase that they use in Fast and Furious, or something that someone says in Fast and Furious. "See you on the other side." And that in the same movie, he says, "You got a 10-second window, make it count," or she said it. Like, you guys are like, okay, it's time to get shit together. It's time to lock in, and you're already locking in. You're already breaking those patterns. I'm also seeing the ocean. The beach could be significant. So when you're going to be booking a trip for the summertime, or you want to book a trip for the summertime, let's all manifest our dreams together. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from my Starseed deck, and then we're going to end this channel. They were like, that's it unless you want to pull a card, and you know I'm going to pull a card. Guess what, guys? I ordered decks. I ordered 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I ordered like 9 decks. I'm so excited. Oh my god, there's this one deck I cannot wait to show y'all. It's a runes deck, and I felt very drawn to runes. I have this runes deck here. Or I thought it was a deck, but it's actually just the runes themselves. MGK has runes on his fingers, and when I saw his, they piqued my interest, and I was like really drawn to them. So I got a runes deck, and oh my god, the cards are beautiful, but they're gonna take longer to get here because they're shipping from Paris, I think. I know, fancy cards. Girl is upgrading. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. I mean, that's just confirmation of everything that we just talked about. I'm actually going to end the message right there because it's perfect. Okay. Earth School, learning your lessons and moving forward because you're a queen, you're a king. Okay. I love you, and I hope this message resonated.